Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. Hey, what's up? It's technically Tuesday, so let's do some tarot. Although I think tarot goes fine with any day of the week. And after I'm done with our final lineup of herbs of the week, I am going to focus more on my Instagram tarot spread layout and doing some of those spreads across the board and featuring some of those really awesome tarot spread creators. But today we're doing, with our herb of the week, aloe, we're doing technically a 6-card spread from Lil Shop of Light and Love. You can find her on Instagram at Lil Shop of Light. And it must be the word and love. Maybe I have to double check on that. I scribbled it down because I can't look at Instagram while I'm recording on my phone. Which, by the way, universe, can I please have a new phone? I got my hands on, I have an iPhone, but I got my hands on a new Galaxy. And I'm going to tell you what. It lit a little fire in me that made me want something with better vision. I could make nicer looking videos. The sound quality would be better. You know, I have a great podcast, but the sound quality occasionally sucks ass. Oh well. Okay, so anyways, we're doing a 6-card spread today called Get Your Shit Together. Get your shit together by Lil Shop of Light and Love. I love your spreads, honey, because you put flowers on your pictures and that makes me happy. So it's a 6-card spread, but the top 3 cards are the top 3 most important things to focus on. So the first 3 cards that we are going to shuffle together, we're going to get our decks out. We're going to shuffle. We're going to pull 3 cards of the top 3 most important things to focus on. Now, if you're one of those tarot readers that likes to pull all 3 from the top, you can fucking do that. And if you're the kind of tarot reader like me that probably will shuffle 3 specific cards or pick 3 that I'm intuitively called to, then you can fucking do that. Sometimes if I'm really getting a kick out of the spreads that it'll say find the Queen of Swords in the deck, and then the next 3 cards under her, or you know what I mean, are your message. Aren't those fun? Those are fun. We'll have to maybe do some of those. So yeah, after I'm done hanging out with aloe, and then we have, should I even spoil it what our last few herbs are? No, I'm not. But anyways, we're on herb 61 with aloe vera, and we have 64 total that I have agreed to give their own little spotlight. 64 freaking herbs. What have we even done? When you're having fun, it goes so fast, and it's how are we almost nearing 500 podcasts? You've hung out with me a lot, and for that I want to thank you, and for that I want to thank myself, and for that I want to thank Spirit. And I just want to feel thankful because it's a really refreshing break from always being a fucking cunt. Who talks like that? Not me. Thank Goddess. Now, the bottom 3 cards. So the top 3 cards are going to be the most important things we're going to focus on. Now, the top 3 then are going to go to the bottom 3 cards that have specific questions. Okay? You're getting a visual for this? 1, 2, 3 on the bottom is how to light my motivation fire. Okay, if we've all been kind of feeling we need to have a little more fire. Now, aloe vera, our herb of the week, was all about balancing our fire with stillness and harmony. If we're out of balance like that, and a lot of us yesterday were like, oh, I fucking wish, because we want a little bit more motivation, a little bit more energy, a little bit more fire. So how to light my motivation fire to help us focus on these 3 most important things that we're going to find out with our first 3 cards. Now, the second card on the bottom, which would technically be the 5th card, is what to let go of from the past so it can't hold me back. Something to release. Something juicy. Something like fear. Something like what? What to let go of from the past so it can't hold me back. Maybe you don't even need a card to tell you what this is. It just instantly popped up. Maybe you know, maybe you don't. But there is always something from our past that we can let go of, because the longer we hold on to it, the more it holds us back. We literally are holding ourselves back by not letting this fucking thing go. Then the last card of the Get Your Shit Together tarot spread layout from Lil Shop of Light and Love is, what self-care do I need to be able to succeed? What kind of self-care? So I'm going to grab the Herb Crafters Tarot. Now, it said self-care, and I actually have, I'll pull a tarot card for that. That's fine. But I also have the Sacred Self-Care Oracle by Jill Pyle. So kind of want to just like pull an oracle card to maybe add on to that self-care vibe at the end, because I fucking love self-care. My middle name is Self-Care. Oh, you didn't know? Yeah, it's Sadie Self-Care Cherico. Yeah, self-care is totally my middle name. And if you're trying to get your shit together, definitely include self-care in your lineup, because it's just that important. It literally is the basis of everything that you are capable of doing and completing and accomplishing in your life. There's a foundation, and it's called self-care. And don't be getting trapped in that martyr complex and not giving to yourself what you need, because what you need will help you succeed. Okay? So, all right, moving on. The top 3 most important things to focus on. So I am going to use the Herb Crafters Tarot for the rest of the season, if you will, with our final herbs of the week. I keep mentioning that to you so you'll know that we are coming to I'm not closing the podcast after the herbs of the week. I'm still going to use this platform to do some tarot with my tarot spread layout. I am going to keep the podcast up. It is subscription now. What that means, you don't have to listen to any ads. And you get to support your favorite podcaster, finally. And also, I also want to do something new. I can feel something new coming to the surface within me. So yeah, I love making podcasts. I'm still going to make them, maybe not as regular for this year. But this year is a big year for me to finish my Course in Miracles. And then 2023, which doesn't even feel like it exists yet, I'm sure with all these herbal decks, I'm going to have to still hang out with you hoes. Right? Maybe somebody will send me a new herbal deck that they have created and I can pimp it out royally. All right, so let's get your decks out. I'm, of course, using my Hot Steady, the Herb Crafters Tarot. Really enjoy and have enjoyed this deck. It was fun. Was that just like the last time? Like I double checked it with another deck and got like, that was kind of cool to do that. I'm not fucking doing that today because it's 10 o'clock at night. I'm getting my second wind because I've drank a lot of hot cocoa. And that's fine and dandy. I had a big long talk with my mom instead of doing my I sat down to do my podcast, and my mom called, and your mother is more important than your podcast. So I talked to her because she was having some anxiety. And what happened with my mom is she was in a really physically traumatic accident. She got hit by a car, and I think what happened was she was so preoccupied with healing her body, you know, physically. And then as soon as she got feeling better, she had so much stuff to do and yard work, and you know what I mean? Like, I think it's a delayed thing that the emotional healing now is starting to come to the surface. And that's what happens. Like, you know, it just took all your focus and effort to just put your body back together, you know. And it's like you put on the back burner, or didn't even have time to think about it burner, what psychological, emotional, energetic healing needed and still needs to take place. So it's totally understandable. It's just, you know, sometimes when you get a little time on your hands, that's when that emotional, energetic, I don't even want to say emotional, because it's like energetic trauma. You know, like if you can see like an aura and have holes in it because of this or that. Well, think about what will happen to your aura if you got struck by a vehicle. Man, how do you trust the universe after that? You know, and just the whole physical trauma impacted energetic trauma. I don't know. It just feels really complicated to me and intense, you know. So, yeah, thank God for Motherwort, for sure. But also, you know, we have to acknowledge where we need to ask for help from spirit, I think. I think so. All right, are we ready? The top 3 most important things to focus on. I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3. Like, if I can get 3 cards of the top 3 most important things to focus on, and I can guarantee you not one of them will be the Lovers card, because I seriously do not have time for that right now. So many moments. Hold on, let's get a first one here. All right, there's one. Really? Stop. I'm doing this one and top and bottom. That was not my fucking plan, you guys. I don't know, but do you ever just have the cards in your hand and you feel like it's this and that? And then you're just like, really? And then you already thought it, so you have to acknowledge it. Anyways, I have 3 cards face down. I'm betting none of them are the Lovers. But before we get into these 3 cards, I just want to shout out to our herb of the week, aloe vera. This affirmation minute is brought to you by our ooey gooey herb of the week, aloe vera, and I dedicate that slime to your beautiful face. It is easy for me to trust as I open my heart. I heal my trauma and release discomfort. I invite peace. I balance my fire with stillness and harmony. I am exactly where I am meant to be. I can and I will. It is easy for me to trust as I open my heart. I heal my trauma and release discomfort. I invite peace. I balance my fire with stillness and harmony. I am exactly where I am meant to be. I can and I will. And so it is. Yeah, I'm like, before I go down, like, I don't have time for a lover. See, I don't even have time to say the word lover, let alone talk about it, let alone have one. I'm so busy right now, like, in work, my real work, I guess, because, you know, this never fucking paid the bills. My real job, taking all my energy. Like, literally, when I come home, I'm freaking mentally, like, talk about needing some energetic protection. And I have an amazing job and I love it, but it still zaps me. And then it takes me a little while to recover. And now here at 10 o'clock at night, I'm like, yeah, back to me. But it friggin' took 4 hours. All right. So anyways, the top 3 most important things I need to focus on. Did you pull 3? Hurry up. Push pause and shuffle and pull 3 cards. Come on. How else will you know what you need to focus on if we don't pull some pieces of paper? All right. We've got the Star. We've got Adelita of Air. And, oh God. And we've got Plantain. Now, the reason I said, oh God, is because the Adelita of Air is oregano, and it's all about vag steams and screaming through your vagina and whatever. But it is reversed, and so is the Star, which is cottonwood. The only one that is upright is this third one, Plantain, Ace of Water. So we've got the Star, which makes sense because, like, we should always be focused on ourselves. We should always be focused on, you know, seeing the stars on the darkest night, but not Hollywood stars because they're lame and annoying. Adelita of Air, oregano. Oregano to me, besides the whole like talking through our do you know what WAP has been standing for lately? Like, WAP might be an abbreviation for a lot of different things, but lately, I'm talking like current. You know what I'm... Tell me you know that it stands for wet ass pussy. Does it? Did you know that? All right. Well, there are these things at work which are like boosters for the internet, and they're WAPs. They're called WAPs. So, like, I'm trying to be professional today, but like, there was a WAP on my desk. And I had to like go tear down a WAP and stick an Ethernet in it, and I had to do all this stuff today, and it was just cracking me up because society ruins everything. All right, so what do I need to focus on? Most importantly, cottonwood, oregano, and plantain. Now, plantain is to me an herb of getting rid of what does not serve you in the body. It removes, it pulls. So definitely, you know, that second question, it would have been cool if plantain was above this one. What do I let go of from the past so it can't hold me back? Plantain is definitely saying, like, yeah, get out of you, get it out. If it's poison, get it out. If it's a splinter, get it out. Negativity, get it out. Oregano would love to be up, not reversed, right? That's a very, very comfortable with your sexuality card, so maybe work on that, right? Work on getting comfortable, you being you. You having sexuality with or without a lover. And then the Star, cottonwood. Let's go there. This is an awesome guidebook. The Star is number 17. Your broken pieces contain the stars of hope. Open your heart to grace. Be generous with your blessings. So right away, because it's reversed, you know, I think it wants to say, okay, what do you need to focus on? Yeah, you got fucked up. You got broken. You got shattered. You got stabbed in the back so hard, right? But don't get stuck on labeling yourself broken, okay? Don't get stuck on that. Your broken pieces, yes, they contain the stars of hope. So definitely we need to focus on moving on, opening your heart to grace. And yeah, it is really good to be generous with your blessings. And I feel like I do that. I feel like I am generous with my time and my attention and anything that I have that I can share or give away. I really do. No, do not ask for one of my oracle decks. You will not be happy. You will not get that. My inner child, who is a total fucking brat, will not share her toys or her boys. So that's why I don't even have any boys right now, because I'm obviously real bad at sharing. Hope can be found in the darkest moments. Have faith. Ooh, yes. Focus on faith. Have faith and believe in possibility. If you can't see that inspiration, feel it. Maybe you can feel it being near, even if you can't see it right away. So what's to focus on? Being optimistic. Your wounds may run deep, but wholeness still shines from within. When you encounter grace, be generous with your blessings, the way cottonwood trees are generous with their seeds. Ooh. So you can make a cottonwood bud oil for joint and muscle aches. Rub it over your heart to ease emotional pain as well. Oh my God, so much heartache that our offspring cause us. And that was another thing that my mom definitely had in her vibration tonight. And that was definitely something that me too. I cried so hard this past weekend because I just miss my daughters. And they're like really in this teenage vibe, you know, and it's even more complicated than that. And I just cried to universe and the God and who goddess, and like, is anybody listening to me up there? Because I miss my daughters and I want them back in my heart and in my life and in my experience, you know. And it just is like, oh my goodness, this heartache that we as parents can feel. And I mean, my new coworker actually today, he said, I'm going to send you a video and I want you to watch it. And it was him actually giving a talk at his church. And he shared, you know, he didn't get into details in this talk, but, you know, he lost a child, but he didn't tell me that, you know, like in person, but he was talking about it in this talk. And I just have such compassion for parents who have lost a child, you know, because I'm going through a situation now, or like not right now, that like, you know, in a lot of ways, like I mean, obviously they still roam the earth, but I feel like I've had to grieve for them in a lot of ways. And I just don't know how some parents have pulled through. And there's worse situations, you know, like look at children or adult children who just in front of their parents' eyes ruin their life with drugs. We'll just use that as an example. And they couldn't love their child anymore, their adult child, you know. And what heartache, you know, it really is. It's just so, whoa. But that's what Cottonwood is trying to say. Remain optimistic. Get a little piece of hope, a little sparkle, a little glimpse of it. Sometimes that's all you need, is a glimpse of hope to keep you going and to not lose your faith that things will get better. You know, it's like humans are fucking resilient. We hardly need anything to keep going. And like you just feel down, but then you get a little spark of hope, a little glimpse of possibility, and you keep going. You really do. You're amazing. You are amazing. So what to focus on? The star, opening your heart to grace. I mean, just try to keep that bitch open. Now, we all know that oregano's a hoe. We love her. We love her, the Adelita, sitting out there in the garden doing a vag steam. Gotta love it. She says, speak between your legs. That's what you should be focusing on. Orgasms daily. Shout, sing, and scream. Declare your truth loudly and without fear. So it is really time for us to say adios to fear. And work on our circulation. Give our coochie some love. Get that energy flowing in the pelvis and the womb. And yeah, sing more. Sing. So what to focus on here with the Adelita of Air? Definitely definitely being a champion of truth and our sexuality and speaking up for what we need to say. Okay, opening our throat chakra, opening our coochie chakra. Coochie chakra. Oh, just being really open about this energy flow that we are very capable of. And then plantain is an ace, the ace of water. And it wants us to focus on following our heart. It's by the river, so there's a lot of emotions and energy flowing here. The river seems high. Trust your instincts and intuition. Seriously, your intuition will never fucking let you down. Even though you've like totally let your intuition down by not paying attention to it and ignoring it and flat out blatantly going against it. But you're forgiven. Trust your instincts and intuition from this point on, please. Your capacity for love is limitless. And if there's anything that a hateful teenager will teach its parent, its mother, you are fully capable of unconditional love. And you see that in parents that have these adult children that we were talking about, just totally fucking up their life, truly. And those parents love them no matter what. No matter what. Your capacity for love is limitless. So that means you can just love everything. You can just be love. You can just be exuding love and swim in love all the time. So something to work on with plantain and the ace of water is to nourish your emotions and trust your feelings. The threads of joy point the way to wisdom. So we definitely need to pay attention more to our emotions, focus on our emotions, focus on our sexuality, sensuality, and yeah, definitely focusing on the star was saying hope and faith, okay, and keeping that heart open, and then listening to it and following it, and oregano saying yeah, and speaking from the heart, okay, and speaking from the heart. Focus on these important things right now, okay? Open your heart to spiritual guidance. Take a fresh look at an ancient calling of soul. Yeah. And it's definitely going to have to spotlight emotions and feelings and intuition for that. Yeah, and I feel like that star is like, yeah, and that will be your guiding light, your guiding star, your North Star, when you start listening to yourself, to your heart. Oh, all right. You want to hear something funny? I'd put the deck back in the box, like, and even close the lid. And part of me feels like that is plenty. Like, if you got to go ahead and go. Like, that was a good message. Like, that's enough, you guys. We'll do the next 3 some other day. No, we're going to do them now. All right, so now we have 3 specific questions. And the first one is how to light my motivation fire. So, okay, these are pretty basic stuff to focus on. However, it's not, like, kind of challenging in a lot of ways too. Like, I was like, I have to listen to my heart. I have to acknowledge my feelings. I have to speak between my legs. Like, what? I have to, like, keep my hope alive. Like, that's like some exhausting shit if you're not up for it. So how to light my motivation fire. Okay, I want to get my shit together. That's the name of this spread. Get your shit together. How to light my motivation fire. And if you are by chance shuffling and pulling along with me and you're listening on YouTube at Sadie Marie Cherico, what did you pull for these first 3 cards? I'm like so curious. All right, how to light my motivation fire. Got the 8 of air, licorice. How to light my motivation fire. Get some licorice in ya. Maybe like in the form of Jägermeister. Is that what it's saying to me? Is that what it's saying to me? That'll get me motivated. All right. To mop the floor. Did you ever throw up, Jaeger? Yeah, me neither. 8 of air, licorice. Know your limits and respect them. Ooh. Proclaim your truth and walk out through the gate. So there is a stone archway with an open wooden gate. And this feels significant because before I did this reading, I pulled a couple cards from the Shaman's Dream Oracle, and that was the message, like beginner's mind, walk through the gate. There was a gate in one of those cards, kind of giving me some chills here. We're going into some new energy. And I think that's probably why, like, some of these things that I personally need to focus on, wouldn't it be nice to kind of clear up any type of discord within you before you move on to something new? Right? Yeah. So licorice is saying, yeah, proclaim your truth. I'm with oregano, for sure. Speak your truth. I'm with that energy of plantain, that fast-moving river energy. Walk out through the gate. But it's okay to have boundaries. It's okay to know your limits. It's totally okay to respect your limits that you now know. It's okay to say no. It's okay to just feel like if it's something ain't lined up in a hell yes, don't do it. Your energy is a precious commodity. That's what aloe vera is saying with its message of resourcefulness. You don't need to be wasting your energy on things you don't love, on, people who might not appreciate you, right? There's like a couple memes floating around the internet that are like, if it doesn't bring you like orgasms, or if it doesn't pay your rent, or, like, why are you doing it? Why are you doing anything that you don't love, So know your limits and respect them. If you know something is going to fucking deplete you, like literally, if you know something is going to stomp out your fire, then don't do it. How to light my motivation fire? Well, first of all, quit doing this bullshit that takes away your motivation. Okay? Quit throwing water on the fire, you know what I mean? And okay, prevention is key. So walk out through the gate. What holds us back is not always clear. Are you feeling fenced in by the circumstances of your life? So how to light my motivational fire? I think it means get out there. Go do something new. Get some new energy flowing. Staying isolated seems safe, but like this overgrown garden that we're looking with the licorice in, it could become a prison of your own making. So know your own limits. There's no shame in saying no. Constant internal dialogue may have silenced you, but your body can no longer hold that story inside. Take responsibility for your thoughts and clear a path to freedom. I am free. I am free. I am free. Licorice heals the vocal cords. That's amazing because, I'm fearful now of like talking too much because I've had so much throat stuff. So this to me validates my quest to keep talking in life. Like all my projects seem to be involved with my voice. So I do need to make friends with sickly sweet licorice tea. It is wonderful, you guys, but sometimes it's like a little too sweet for me, but that's okay. That's maybe what my vocal cords need to be able to light my motivation fire to keep me going, so that my vocal cords don't wimp out. Licorice heals the vocal cord, so any type of trauma that I'm holding in the vocal cords could be helped. Speak your truth aloud to others. It will give you power. A power shared is a power multiplied. Licorice medicine is soft and sweet. Be kind to yourself as you meet your boundaries head on. So I'm definitely going to drink some licorice tea to strengthen my voice and to help remind me to reinforce my boundaries. Like, seriously, I feel them getting so strong, and it feels so good. It feels so good. And licorice does have a sweet idea to write thank you notes to friends who hold the gates of compassion open when you feel trapped. Aww. But I do love how to light my motivation fire, like seriously. Quit just stomping them out by having really shoddy boundaries and always doing something you don't want to be doing. Yeah, get your shit together. Start telling people no. Or just, I've like phased out. I have phased out of having to do pretty much anything for anyone right now. And I guess that's just what I needed to do. So, all right, are we ready to move on to the next one? Yeah, I think so, because I do want to go to bed. What to let go of from the past so it can't hold me back. So the gates opened. Are you going to stay in this overgrown garden that's getting a little out of control? Like, what is holding you back? Let go of this so that you can walk through that gate. What to let go of from the past so it can't hold me back. So this is definitely something that I want to let go of, that needs to go, because the point of my soul is to not be held back. Once again, strong boundaries coming through with Stinging Nettle, the Ace of Earth. What to let go of from the past so it can't hold me back. Well, this seems pretty obvious to me. Stinging nettles, how many times in life have we been stung? That's what I need to let go. That's what everyone needs to let go. The bad experiences, Yeah, it's stinging nettle. It might actually fuck you up a little bit, but maybe we could just focus on how it gave us some energy and vitamins. The Ace of Earth, nettle. Let's see what it has to say here in the book. What to let go of from the past so it can't hold me back. Health and wealth may begin with a sting. Take the next step, even if it hurts. Let your gifts take root in the physical world. So what to let go of from the past. Okay, for me, obviously, I'll just call myself out on my own shit. This whole thing about gifts, what to let go of from the past. Okay, people love me, but don't financially support me. Okay, that seems to be my old story. I could really let go of that at some point, and definitely let go of the resentment that I have felt towards you all. I can literally say that because most likely it applies to you. But it's like, the more I let go of that, and I really have done so much work, the more I say, you know what, I don't care about the past. From this point on, if you want to listen to my podcast, you either become a subscriber or you go over to YouTube and help me make some pocket change with the ads. Like I should have done that a long time ago, but my self-worth was not in place to help me have those very basic boundaries. It's an energy exchange. It's absolutely insane for me to give myself away, and not be supported in return. It's not good for people to take advantage of me either on their end. They're really setting themselves up for an energy imbalance. So, but anyways, I can't really worry about what they're doing on their end, but I can certainly worry about what I'm doing on my end. So yeah, even if it began with a sting, I can let that go. I can let that experience go as I move through the gate, and with Nettle, start a new project, even though it could be challenging. So pay attention to what is calling. But what else can we let go? Find stability and prosperity in fulfilling work that takes root in the physical world. Develop your skills and enjoy your creations. Receive the gifts of the earth. Build on the path of your ancestors. So yeah, it's kind of just saying to me, like, yeah, what has happened. And the only reason it's even here right now is because you keep on holding on to it. You keep on holding on to that stupid ass sob story about how nobody supports you. That's what's holding you back, bitch. Let it go. All right, last card. What self-care do I need to be able to succeed? All right, self-care. Whoa. That bitch flew out. Now everything's a bitch. Oh, of course, it's Witch Hazel. All right, the Two of Earth is here to tell me that it's good to keep busy. What kind of self-care do I need? Keep your projects. Keep your projects going. Seriously. You've basically been depressed long enough. Now you need to have full hands and have a rich life. And it's okay if you're a little bit tired at the end of the day. It's because you did a lot of fulfilling shit. Balance on the edges of depth and lightness. You know how to float. You know how to shine. You know how to do this just fine. Find joy in each moment. So whatever you're doing, your self-care is going to be enjoying every moment. A busy life is an abundant life. Your many skills are called to task at once. So just like Witch Hazel does a few things at once, it'll help the birds out by giving them a little place to hide, have some food. Those flexible branches can make baskets. Witch Hazel, we get medicine from the bark. Okay, just those flowers. In winter, it's really just emotionally a gift. Emotionally, it's a gift from Mother Earth. And spring, we know, is coming. Like, it's just a lightness that the yellow embarks. So anyways, what self-care does Witch Hazel want to tell me about? I would say a lightness of attitude and perspective. You know, just start to purposely feel lighter. Count your blessings. Cultivate joy. Get on the gratitude train. Keep on with your projects. They really are good for you. You feel better after you'd make a podcast or dance. Yeah, more music, more dancing, more yellow. I feel like I need more yellow now. Anyways, that's what we came up with here. Get your shit together. I want to just add a couple cards from the Self-Care Oracle. What else can we do to support ourselves? We keep on going. We let go of the past. We walk through the gate. We stay focused on the light. We love up our coochies. We get out anything in our experience that is no longer serving us. We're going to have 3 self-care ideas because the deck split apart. All right. 51, 38, and 31 are the numbers that I'm looking at. And more suggestions for self-care so you can be able to succeed and get your shit together is to sync with the moon, nourish your temple, and look to the stars. So we've literally like full circled back to Cottonwood, the star, in a lot of ways, but there's a lot of moon energy here. So yeah, understand the cycles of the moon so that it can support you. And maybe once you realize that during the new moon, you're kind of, I don't know, edgier or tired or whatever, however it affects you, understand like, oh, okay, I can either use this to my advantage or not, right? Know when you're going to bleed, know that how to work with that a little bit more. Nourish your temple. That's right underneath the nettle, which is perfect. She actually has a green vine growing over her. And yeah, more greens right now. This is the perfect time to drink some nettle. I might have to go sneak into my old yard and get some, like really, you guys. It would be amazing to feel some fresh nettle in my body. I like to put it in a blender and swirl it with some water and strain it out and just guzzle it. Oh my goodness. And look to the stars. But here we also have the phases of the moon on this card as well. So lots of moon energy. All these ladies, well, these two have their eyes closed. And I feel like looking to the stars, of course, she has her eyes open, but she's very focused on the up. On the up, looking for that sparkle of light, that little hope in the night. Oh, and the reason that we can keep on going with this busy life of full hands and happy hearts is because we are nourished and we do take care of ourselves, and we understand that it is so important to go within. And the moon itself has such a message of intuition and listening to that and listening to the way you feel and listening. Yeah. Listening so that you can know when it's the right time for you to walk out that gate into the garden to steam your vagina. I don't know. Oregano, I just snorted. Oh my God, who am I anymore? All right, so anyways, that's your message. Good luck. Get your shit together. I was feeling too much love there, and all of a sudden I was like, all right, I got to go. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Thanks again on Instagram, Little Shop of Light and Love. This is a cool spread. I'm excited to do more of your spreads. And yeah, I like that you put flowers on the pictures. That does make me happy.